Hi, Sci-Fi fans. This is Jesse Rath from Sci-Fi's Defiance, and you're listening to the Sci-Fi Diner podcast.
Welcome to the Sci-Fi Diner podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Scott Herzog.
Good evening. I'm Miles P. McLaughlin.
And in case you're wondering where Em is, she's on her way home, getting ready to do a little bit of recording. We're going to be recording a little bit for The Empire Strikes Back, an episode we'll be releasing in December, if I recall correctly, with Dayton Ward. But so we're just recording some intros here from some interviews we did at Shore Leave this summer, Shore Leave 37. We had the pleasure of talking with many, many actors and guests, and we have a few that we want to share with you here. And who are we talking with tonight?
We're going to be giving you our interview with Jesse Rath.
Now, Jesse Rath is not a name that is not one of the big buzzwords in sci-fi and Hollywood.
Right now, but he has a good chance of being one.
Right. And so tell me, how do people know Jesse Rath?
If you're a fan of the show Defiance, then you are... you know his character is playing the son of the Tars.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that very that family that everyone should emulate.
Oh yes. Family values run strongly in this family.
Right. Because nothing like turning on your family and backstabbing them and trying to kill them
and putting a press, on your son's hand. Dysfunctional family, but
they put the fun in dysfunctional.
But they are fun and enjoyable to watch, and they're even better to meet in person.
They are, and you know what's funny is to see how great their interaction and chemistry was off set.
Right, I had the pleasure of seeing them. Three of them were on stage together, and they were a lot of fun. They were.
You're going to hear Tony Curran, who played his father, jump into this interview, if I'm correctly.
Yes, he does crash your interview, but it's okay. He's Tony Curran. He can do that.
Yeah, he's allowed. Vincent Van Gogh can do anything when you want to.
If Date Tar wants to crash your interview or your party,
you kind of let him.
You just let him, yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of there. So, so we had we got a chance to interview him. I guess it was Saturday afternoon, and we had a little bit of time in his table, and we did about a 5-10 minute interview. Yeah,
we had a nice conversation with him, and Em was able to get the whole family to put on her Wonder Woman tiara.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. So, anything of note that he's done since Defiance? I mean, Defiance got axed. Is that correct?
Yeah, sad to say Defiance is not going to be renewed, and so although they from what I read, they sort of thought that could be, it was a very expensive show to produce, and I guess we got 4 seasons, so we should be grateful we got 4 seasons of it. I'm not as familiar with Jesse Rath's work. I mean, he has some other things he's done before Defiance, and I think this could launch other things for him. He was really good in Defiance.
He was a regular, and so it was some regular work for him.
Right.
So. It shows the breadth of his acting. So we're going to share this interview, and then afterwards, it's just going to be a wrap up. You'll hear some exit music, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Congratulations, Benny. You're caller 10, and that means you just won 20 script from Raider Radio.
Woohoo! Thanks, Alec.
Now, in case you've been under a rock, here's what's been happening around Defiance. Kenya got kidnapped. The Bioman grabbed her and dumped her in Miko's underground drug lab. Miko's deal is he scares people and drains their adrenaline, which he uses to make the Blue Devil drug. Nolan confronted my dad about it.
Hey. Where is she?
Which he didn't like.
You lack respect.
But my mom managed to smooth things over with Mayor Amanda.
You want me to appoint Daytak to the town council.
Hey, my dad's on the town council. And he even helped Nolan find the drug lab where Kenya woke up from her nightmare and killed Miko. That reminds me, get killer deals at Knowles. Sell, trade, buy. I hear Amanda and Kenya had a tough childhood during the Pale Wars. Yeah, Amanda took care of Kenya when their mom bailed on them. Who knew? And as a lot of you witnessed, she's still standing up for her.
That disgusting slut has no...
I gotta hand it to her. Sounds like she sure can whack-a-mole. Hey, rumor has it there's a lot more than goulanite down in the Macaulay mines. Stay defiant, friends.
I know, this is all gold.
This is gold. Good.
I know, this is good stuff we're getting here.
Yeah, we're picking it up. All right, do you want to do a quick introduction?
Yeah,
Jim?
I'll give you a quick introduction. I have some questions, but
We'll deviate from it.
if you know, just to get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at Shore Leave 37, and we're hanging out with Mr. Jesse Rath.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's great to see you. Can we go back to the beginning? Can you tell us how you got the role of Alec Tarr?
Well, I auditioned for it in Los Angeles. It was a 4-month span. It spanned 4 months of auditioning for it. And I auditioned for it. I put it on tape, sent it to Toronto, and didn't hear back from anything for 2 months. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting that role. And then I had a call back randomly, and I saw I was down to like 4 people. And then I saw who were cast as my parents, Tony and Jamie. You know, these like very pale, pasty, like British and Scottish people. And so I was like, okay, this is not the role I'm gonna get. And then I just realized they were just gonna paint me white to look like them. So. Yeah.
Now, that being said, how long does it take them to do your makeup, being that you're not pale skinned?
It more or less takes me the same amount of time as any other, white cast-a-thin guy, but it takes about 2.5 hours every morning. You know, people always ask that, but the more and more I say it and I think about it, it's like all day long they're doing like touch-ups on the makeup, right? It's like they're literally around you all day long fixing little things, so it just feels like I'm just in makeup all day long. Well, it's pretty crazy. I don't know why they do this, but they're really committed because they do my hands, and I have like this heinous hand burn scar where my father waffled my hand in like a record press.
Blade, yeah.
And they do the scar every time, and I wear a glove. I wear a glove. My character wears a glove to hide it, but they still do the scar underneath the glove, just in case it like pokes out at all. So they do my arms, my hands, my face. But then sometimes, we're in the bathtub, and it's like, they have to do my whole body. So it's
constant maintenance.
Yeah. It's those kind of days where they have to do the whole body. It's like you're literally all day getting painted. Yeah.
Are they filming it in Vancouver?
No, we shoot that in Toronto.
Toronto, okay.
In Scarborough, Toronto. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they built like this village. It's Whoville, I call it.
It doesn't look like traditional Vancouver. I mean, there's so many shows.
Oh yeah, no, it does not look like Vancouver.
Yeah.
I think it would cost them more money to take down the set than to leave it up. Yeah. So it's there. It's still there. They shrink wrap it. They bubble wrap it and they shrink wrap it in the winter. So it's still there. So I walk around that place, and we've done 3 seasons now, and still I'll find something new when walking through. I'm like, oh, I never noticed there's this before, this building. It's crazy. It's pretty awesome. Steve Gagan is our production designer, and he's got a weird, crazy mind that imagines all these sets, and he brings them to life. And it's pretty awesome, man.
I mean, think about that. I mean, probably everything is to be pre-planned as far as how the town looks.
Oh yeah, they do concept art, and there's a bunch of different stages, that they go through. But yeah, you walk through our offices, and there's concept art and for everything, for the sets and how this gun works and how the charge blade works, and these are the dimensions of the charge. Like the blade is this many centimeters long, so that we know a whole bunch of crazy detailed facts.
It goes without saying that in the past 3 years of the show, characters have grown, your characters changed and evolved. As an actor, obviously you don't have any say in this really, but in the future, where would you like to see your character?
Man, there's only 3 episodes left in this new season,
Right.
so without giving anything away,
Oh, right.
I would like to, I would like to be on good terms with my parents, with the Tar parents. I feel as though if we could finally get to a place where we stop trying to like manipulate each other and we work as a family to manipulate others, I feel like that's like a goal,
So
a family goal.
A family that manipulates together stays together.
Exactly,
right?
you know, like
You get more stuff done.
like every season, one of us is trying to kill another one of us in the family. Like in season 2, Daytak tried to kill Stama and Alec. In season 3, I tried to kill Daytak and Stama. You know, I would just want like let's all get along for just like one episode, let's say.
Right.
And I think we'd be very like a strong force, you know, because right now we're our own worst enemy.
Right.
Like we just like the drama that goes on between our house, like our family members, we're our own worst enemies. So if we could finally get to a place where we're working together, that'd be great.
Now, that being said, the chemistry between you as actors, can you talk a little bit about that?
It's great because Tony, Jamie, and I get along famously. Actually, in season 3, we hardly had any scenes together, which is weird because usually I have all my scenes with Tony or all my scenes with Jamie. Season 3, I've been like with Rom Talk, and I've been someone's prisoner. It seems like every episode someone kidnaps me. I do escape.
That's right.
Yes. So we joke around a lot. There's not everyone always asks like, oh, what kind of pranks do you guys play on each other? We don't really play any pranks. We just like generally haze each other, like making fun of each other 24/7. And we have a blast. We have a great time on set. So we all kind of get along with each other. So it's great.
We got to see Alok step up and become part of the Resistance. With those kind of action scenes, are you doing your own stunts or are you using stunt doubles?
Listen, I taught him everything he knows about stunts, right? Jesse came on this show and he was like, Dad, they're asking me to fall off buildings and shit. And I'm like, listen, son, just relax. Listen to your daddy. So pretty much, apart from that, he got his mother's looks and fortunately he doesn't have my accent. Anyway, carry on, son.
And that was my Tony Kern impression. Not bad, huh? I do a really good Tony Kern.
I thought it was him. No, yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
well, thank you. Thanks. You know what? I did almost all my own stunts for season 3. It's not like I'm like doing some crazy martial arts stuff. Alec is all his fight scenes, and they've been more or less realistic and practical and messy. Tony and I did that whole fight ourselves when we fight each other in the tar house. There's one even recently when BB shoots me, I kind of like get shot and do this gnarly fall. I'm very proud of that. I did that myself. It was my own fall. There is one fall that happens later in the season that I didn't do myself, and when you see it, you're gonna go, oh my God, there's no way the insurance can allow me to do that fall myself. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I did most of my own stunts this season. So yeah.
He's definitely stepping up as far as like I said, being part of the Resistance, and now he's a single dad.
He's a single dad. He's a widowed father. He's rich.
Right.
And he's pretty good looking.
He's quite a catch.
I'm a catch in Defiance.
Yes.
I'm a catch.
I
I got 2 houses, I think.
I see some chemistry between Alak and Arissa.
Right. That's like a nice thing that I think Kevin Murphy liked to hint at. Who knows where that
knows where it'll go.
Who knows where that would go. There's also Andina. I don't know if you caught that. It seems like
the servant.
The servant handmaiden.
Lovely young lady.
She kind of, I don't know. There's kind of another little hint that she kind of might want a little something to do with me.
Absolutely.
So there's women in the mix.
We'll have to keep watching.
Now, we're at a sci-fi convention where people are nerding out about Defiance and many other TV shows. What's something that makes you kind of nerd out?
Yeah, the same exact things. All the sci-fi, like superhero stuff. I'm watching like all like the Flash right now and Arrow, so I'm excited that like John Barrowman's here. Like I'm like Malcolm Merlin's here. I nerd out about the same exact thing, literally.
So you grew up science fiction?
Oh yeah, big time. My mom is a big sci-fi nerd, so I was like brought into it at a very young age.
Weaned on sci-fi, right?
Exactly.
That's awesome. Anything? So any of the other sci-fi other than the current stuff that you really are into?
Like other sci-fi shows on the network, or just like science fiction in general?
Just in general.
Ooh. Yeah. I was. You know what I really like, and I think it's like great science fiction? Black Mirror. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't heard.
It's like this British show that it's like a Twilight Zone type show. Like every episode's a different episode, different cast and people, and they do like really cool kind of sci-fi writing. I think it's great. That's one.
So looking ahead, what's going on in the future? What might see you in?
I got a couple things in the works right now. It's still kind of too early to say. I'm doing a web series in the off season. We're still kind of just waiting to see what happens with the show. What happens with the show will kind of dictate what I do with the rest of my life.
Right.
So we're still kind of waiting with our fingers crossed, because I think we would all love to go back and do more of the show. We all have a great time in Toronto shooting it, so yeah.
So no word on the season 4?
No word yet. You know, they like to keep us in the dark until the last minute.
Right.
They did last year.
So if there is a season 4, when would you begin
Most
shooting?
likely we would, if there is a season 4, we'd most likely start shooting in February and do the same kind of thing, like a June release. Because they got to write it, and it takes that long for them to start writing it. And also, I feel as though like the network really loved all the winter stuff. It's true. The snow looks so great on camera, and it makes it look really epic. And they don't care that like we're literally freezing to death.
Right. They don't care what you're.
Because they're in LA going like, wow, this snow stuff really looks great. Yeah, what is that, like coconut shavings? No, it's real snow. So I think we'd probably do another winter shoot if we went again.